Okay, okay, okay. My desk is a mess. Oh, let me tell you. Mont Mont Blanc, this cologne smells really, really good. You should really try it out. Anyways, I was reading. Whoops. I'm gonna just keep that in there. I'm tired of pausing or resetting. So I ordered some batteries because I'm learning about batteries for watches. I did get a watch today, and it did not work with one of the batteries I had, and I was scared that one of the first watches that I got in from the interwebs did not work. So we're gonna test this out. It's a Swatch. Let's bring it up a little closer. This one is from 2000 and I don't know. I can't see with my bare eyes. But the battery I put in did not work. I'm learning about batteries. I don't know which battery is which. I think it takes the... Are these all the same? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna plop in what I think works. Very ghetto, I know. So it looks like the A3. It could be the A3 or the A1. Where's A2? Weird. No A2. So I'm gonna try the A3 first because it looks more comfortable with the A3. I don't know if it actually needs a back. Press against it to tick. Start working. Because I did clean it. I cleaned it today. No ticky tock. Okay. And what about this A4? Why is the A4 smaller? I guess size doesn't matter? Huh. Okay. I don't know what the... And then this A1. I'm sure the A1 doesn't work because it's too small. So it looks like this watch just doesn't work. Let me try to put on the cap, the back. See if that will get it going. If that will get it going. If not, I'm gonna have to sell it for parts. And that will suck. Trying to get a bunch of swatches. A lot of watches, but I've been looking at swatches. Seems like Swatch is a good category to get into. Or a good watch category. Sorry for the mess. I do intend to clean up my desk. First of all, my desk is like giant. So this is like not even 25%. I don't even know why I'm telling you guys this. Okay, it's in. Is it ticking? I can't tell. It is moving. So the other battery I had just was bad. Okay, and I need to cut my nails. That's disgustingly wrong. Okay, so I got a working Swatch. I thought it was not working. Let me get the light. Can you even see it ticking? Okay, there it is. Nice. So I know what I'm going to do either after this video or tomorrow morning, because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning right now. So that's good that it works. I thought I bought my first dud. And I'm like, in my head when I'm buying these, I'm like, Swatches don't really die. But they probably do. Some of them, you know, thrown around, whatever, you know, malfunction. So I did wash this today. I washed it. I you know, I gave it, there was some gunk, so I gave it a good scrub. And then I used the poly watch to get out some scratches, but there is still like a deep one. When I say deep, it's like a hair. But very sad what happened. The other night when I first got the poly, I tried to get scratches out of this one, and I couldn't tell if it was working or not. And yeah, I took a Dremel and I applied the poly and went zzz, and now it's all screwed up. Now there's like moisture underneath it because I went to the gym with it on, and there's like cracks. You can I feel like those cracks are even bigger now. So I'm gonna upload that video. It's like how not to buff out your watch crystal. I'm still learning. This is a learning lesson right now. But yeah, it sucks. So I'm gonna learn how to replace this. I'm gonna have to buy the parts basically. A week ago, 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, a week ago, I was like unsure of like if I even wanted to do watches. And then within the last week, I bought a bunch of watches. There's watches in here. So I guess I'm just jumping into the watch game. I'm going to start off low and see how high I can go. And hopefully by the end of the year, I have over 100 watches like rotating in my store. Hopefully, yeah. I think I'm going to get past 100. The way I'm buying, I'm just buying and buying. But anyways, so that was really sad. I'm going to probably next week buy the kit to pull this apart. I already looked it up. You got to pop, for these ones, you got to pop this off, the bezel, and then buy the crystal and replace it. Yeah. If anyone knows a good place to buy crystals for swatches, irony swatches, please leave a link below. So yeah, I messed up my swatch, my personal swatch, but hopefully within a month or two I can get it fixed. So with that said, now that we know that this one takes the A3 battery, cool. I'm gonna be buying more batteries. I have a question. Do you think I should sell the watches with new batteries, or give people an option to buy a battery with the watch? So like it can be like, this is the price without the battery and this is the price with the battery, and the price would probably just be like a $5 difference, $5 for the battery. Yeah, let me know. if you think that's a good play or not. Or should I just like, that should just be part of the service. Just put the battery in where they don't have to worry about it. But I'm excited that it works. If anyone knows anything that works better than poly watch for the scratches, please let me know. Yeah. So, I believe this is a Swatch that I bought. So, let's see if I bought a dud or not. Hopefully there's no personal information in here. Nice. Maybe this is the proper way to mail watches. First class mailer, or no, this is a small. This is a small box, priority small. So I'm probably gonna get some priority boxes because I think it's pretty cheap for the priority boxes. Okay, they wrapped it. That's nice. Thank you. I'm not gonna shout out the seller because I don't know if they want to be shot out or not. Hopefully these videos get more popular where, you know, unboxing used watches and unique swatches. Hopefully there's no personal information. Yeah. Cool. So this is Swiss made Swatch Irony in its box. So original price $70. This is the Y1126 stainless steel, bought in 2001. So this is vintage in New York. Wow, that's pretty cool. Comes with the user manual and everything. Who reads who reads these? Maybe if I'm getting in, maybe this might help me learn more about swatches if I just read through this manual. Who knows? I probably will if I'm really trying to get deep into this, like how I started learning about jeans. So my other category is jeans, by the way, guys. But yeah. So here's the watch itself. Let me see if I can get. Where's my little? Okay. If anyone knows a good polishing kit, I don't know if that's even a thing. I just thought of it now. If that's a thing for watches, they get them nice and polished up. Please let me know. Put the link below. Put the link with a referral link, so where you make money, where you make some money, or like the best one that you know that's on Amazon or eBay or anything like that, or a reputable watch site. So it does have some scratches. Has some wear. Of course. So I believe this is a woman's swatch, but I guess men can wear it too. Okay. Let's actually just see if this baby works, because it's not ticking. I never know if I'm doing it right. This is a $200-300 watch. Why am I using it like this? Watch, I mean knife. It was actually gifted to me. Oh, there we go. Come on. There we go. So this one is a, I don't know what it is, but you know what I am gonna do? Just eyeball it. I'm pretty sure it's an AG1. What do these even stand for? AG1, AG12. I'm assuming it's AG1. Throw that bad boy in there. Where's the other one? Right here. Throw you away. Let's see if it starts ticking with just some pressure. Why is it? Guess maybe it doesn't work that way. You gotta put the cap on. You gotta put the cap on. But I've been looking at some cool stores that they only sell swatches, and I'm like, very interesting. So that's where I'm getting some like ideas from. Well, ideas. I mean, they're just selling swatches, but I'm like, I wonder if I can do it, and if I can do it better. That's the thing. Can I do it better? It works. It's ticking. It sounds so stupid. I sound like a nerd. It's ticking. That's cool. Okay. Let's see if the poly stuff... Where's the poly? Where is the poly? I bought some kid watches. Oh, that's another watch I want to test out. Is it this one? No. There's another Pokemon one that I want to crack open. But where is the poly stuff? Where is all the poly? Where's them polys at? Yeah, I need to clean. If I'm gonna start doing YouTube videos on me unveiling used swatches, I need to clean my desk. Where's the poly? Mom, it's called Molly. Where's that poly though? Has anyone ever used toothpaste? I see that's another thing that's online. People using toothpaste. Where is this poly stuff? That's interesting. Can't find the poly. can't find the poly. Did it fall on the floor? No. Oh, here it is. It was okay. Cool. Now, let's see if we can get some of these little scratches off. Okay. I'm assuming I'm gonna just fast forward this part, speed it up. But I don't like editing. I don't know why. Even though you can make videos even better, I just don't like editing a lot. Huh. I would say it does look better. But like, okay, like what I was saying was, so I'm going on the internet and I'm seeing all these people who have like Swatch stores and watch stores too, but like the main ones I'm looking at are like, they're just like, they deal with only swatches, and I'm like, oh wow, and they have like hundreds of swatches in their store, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. Like one category, like one, you know what the shipping's gonna be. Well, I already have that, like with jeans, I already know what the shipping's gonna be. I know how much a jean weighs for the most part, for like most jeans weigh. I have it like down to a system. I have a system going on now where I have the jeans, take photos of them, I list them, and then I'm starting to organize them. Still, it's probably gonna take me another month or two to organize all of them, putting them in baggies and putting numbers on them. Once I get that system down, yeah, it's gonna be, instead of looking for one pair of jeans for like 30 minutes, it's gonna be like 10 seconds, because it's just gonna be like number 2, number 3, bin 4, whatever. But yeah, they're all going in plastic bags. Sheesh. Actually, I think the poly stuff is working. I just messed up and used the Dremel. But for this one, with that one scratch, I might do it again, do another poly wipe on it. But for this one, seeing that it didn't have like really rough scratches on it, seems like it cleared up. I mean, I gotta look at it with like under like better lighting, but I think it actually came out pretty well. I mean, I don't expect it to be like perfect, but I need to wash this too. I forgot that I'm gonna probably scrub it down a little, even though it's actually, I don't see any like buildup. But you know, first, you know, you want to give it a nice bath. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I did see on YouTube this one guy, he had like it was either a Rolex or like a AP or something. He was in the back of like, it was like a legit store where they sell like, they have like millions and millions and millions of dollars of jewelry in the store, and he was just in the back, and he was like, you want to know how you clean watches? He just turned on the sink and he just took some brush and starts brushing it, and I'm like, oh. He's like, don't be scared. Don't be scared. He's like, just wash it. Because I guess most watches are rated for some type of water to be splashed on, like submerged, probably like 2 feet, 3 feet, or something like that. And he was just like, shh. I'm like, oh, okay. This guy taking like a $60,000 watch and just using a used toothbrush and some soap. He's like nothing fancy. Just this is all you need. So I might take that approach, because for now, I feel like if I can get a lot of swatches and keep them coming in, I think this would be a great business for me. Now I'm just rambling, but hopefully I get better at watches. I get better knowledge. I will know what to say about them, so that I can make this a little more entertaining for, like, maybe not the purists and the people who are like really deep into watches, but people who are just like, oh, that's cool, I love watches or swatches, or just like, getting into it. But I think I am going to add swatches, maybe jewelry, but for the most part watches, into my business one of my categories for my business that I resell. Nice. But I'm probably in the morning gonna give this a nice bath. And like I said, if anyone knows any good I don't know, kit to polish up the watches, or hey, actually, like when these watches, these old school like Casios and Swatches, Seikos, this color starts fading. Does anyone know how to get that color back? Is there like a process? Because this is like gold tone. I don't know if it's like gold plated or gold tone is just like, it's just, just the color gold. So is there like a process where I can dip it and like give it a nice new coat, so where, it looks good. I got this. This is pretty nice. I don't know how much one of these will sell for. It's just a bracelet. It was probably for another watch that I have, and it has a bracelet on it already. This is probably just like an extra that came in the box. But yeah. Also, leave in the comments watches that I should look out for, or swatches that I should look out for. I have some swatches that are coming in. One of them I'm a little excited for. There is one that I'm looking at that I really want to get. It's a little pricey for me. I don't know how I can flip it, because it's like there. So maybe if I'm buying it for myself, or maybe the person will give me a deal. I don't know if they're going to give me a deal or not, because they're a watch dealer. A dealer. No pun intended. But there's one that's really nice. And there's like a couple that I'm watching. Still, no pun intended. There's a couple that I'm watching to see if I'm gonna pull the trigger on them. I just need to allocate money from the jeans I would buy more jeans. I just need to figure out what the balance that I should do, like buy watches, buy jeans, buy watches, buy jeans. So, and then I feel like I'm gonna stop buying every jean that I find, and start more focusing on jeans that are a little more, just a little more, a little more. Jeans that people are like, oh, now that's a pair of jeans, instead of like your everyday average jeans. Like, I've stopped picking up. American Outfitters, because like for me it was terrible, but then there are some that I do pick up that just look really nice, like the mom jeans, some of the boyfriend jeans, but the mom jeans in particular, they look spectacular. If I can, and if there's like vintage ones, that's what I think I'm going more towards now. I'm picking up more vintage jeans, more higher end jeans, and if they are lower end, they're probably vintage or they look really cool. Like those are cool jeans. They're what brand? Oh, I didn't know they made jeans like this. Like, yeah, no. This is a solid one. So this one I said was the Swatch Irony Y1126 stainless steel. Okay, that just says suggested. Okay, this was bought in 2001, so technically vintage, because vintage I think is either 2003 or 2004 now. So vintage by 2 to 3 years, 4 years. And it comes with the case, which is cool. An original manual. I think I got the scuffs pretty much out. That's nice. Let me see if I can get this one again. See, there's like a big, right there, you can see it right there. So I'm gonna give this another coat, see if it will help. I think I did 3 on this one already. I don't know if it even matters after like the second one, if it's even gonna work anymore, but I'll still try. And is there a brand of toothpaste that works best for this? Because like I said, I've heard people using toothpaste. I think I watched a video of a guy using toothpaste and he was like, oh, toothpaste actually works really well. So if you know the best brand of toothpaste to use, let me know. Watch, hopefully like in a year or two, I'll still have swatches, but then I'll also have like Omegas and Rolexes and APs, hopefully, or an AP, maybe an AP on my wrist for me. I want the AP skeleton. That one's really cool looking. So the scratch is there, but I'll try a couple more coats of the Polywatch to see if it'll help. But I think it did help in general with all the, because I believe, I don't even remember. That's why I hate, like, I need to document these things where it's like, did it work? Because I can't tell anymore. Like, did it work? Was there scratches before? So maybe I should document when I first get them, like this one. But was there scratches before? Or did I just put something on top of it and I think something happened when there was no actual real scratches there? I did watch a video and the guy was using it and like, I'm like, oh, it did go away. It did go away. Maybe that scratch is just way too deep. Maybe that's what the issue is. Other than that, it's pretty nice looking. It's pretty fine. I mean, yeah, there's some fading of the plastic, but this is from, I think, 2003. I'd have to look again. But I should be getting some more watches over the weekend. If I do, the minute I get them, I'll do some unboxing, and you guys can comment on what I'm doing wrong, But yeah, so these are the two swatches in the collection so far. I'm gonna probably most likely take photos of these tomorrow. Well, today really, in the morning, and oh boy, and then get them up. Get some nice photos. I want to get one of those rotating lazy Sues, so that I can get like a nice video of it going, a nice 360. And I made a Instagram. I'm gonna add some more before I start promoting it. Hopefully I can naturally grow the Instagram. Ooh, I can make another one called like Swatch Me or Swatchy. Swatch. Give me an Instagram name that I can use, guys. Something related to watches, maybe swatches, but probably watches in general. And I'm gonna put like watch enthusiasts, buy and sell. Buy and sell. I buy and sell. I'm gonna put something like buy and sell swatches or in watches. I'll come up with something. I don't know. It's really late, and I'm just mumbling. Before I go, I can show you some other watches that I did this week. Here's a Seiko. It does work. I did put a battery in it. I put this on Etsy, on my website, savebythrift.com, and on eBay. There is some wearing and there's some oxidation, aka rust, there, and then there is some right here where the clip is holding it. Other than that, it's in. Oh, and there's some green oxidation on the crown. But other than that, it works perfectly fine, and it's in good condition overall. You mean other than the slight rust and oxidation, and then the general wear. I don't know this brand. I think it's just, just a cheap brand. I posted up for like $5. It's on eBay. I don't even think I'm gonna bother putting this like on other platforms or my website. This is just for someone who just, wants a watch. Just wants a cheap, nice looking floral watch. I put it up for $5. If you send me an offer, I will most likely take it. I don't even know how to pronounce this brand yet, but I believe it's Bolivar. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've seen it before. Seems like a common like watch. Probably like, I don't even know if they're still around. Maybe they are. I'm just talking out of my butt. But I made some nice little clips where it's just ticking. Or I took out the whole body. I took out the action. What do you call that? See, I don't know a lot about watches. I'm learning. But I took it out because this is a wind-up watch, and then you can see the nice like the little heartbeat, tick 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 tick. So it's a wind-up. It does work, and it's actually in really good condition. This one's a Seiko. I don't remember the model number. I probably should remember the model numbers for these things. I'm gonna come correct next time. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. But same ordeal. They were probably made in the same time period, because like this, or maybe that's just a style. But these are all vintage. It's a Seiko's. Obviously, it's like a women's. I'm trying to get this one open so where I can put a battery in and get a nice video of it. You can see where over the years the people replacing the batteries kind of damaged the side. There's like some damaging right there. Hopefully next week I buy the kit for like opening and maintaining watches. So there's like a little thin piece where you can slide it under the back plate and pop it open. So that's cool. And then the Invitica. This is the Invitica Bolt Reserve Zeus Ladies watch. This was bought like probably like a few years ago. This was actually someone gave this to me to just sell. So it's in perfect condition. Probably worn like once or twice. So yeah, this needs probably a new battery. I did buy a case opener, but the case opener did not fit this one. So gonna try to figure out how to open this one. But this one's like in like almost mint condition. Like the person, I know the person. The person buys watches off of like H&S or whatever they're called, like the online. I mean, not the online, the TV shopping network and stuff like that. Buys jewelry and buys like watches just for fun. And yeah, so I know exactly where this one came from. And those are the watches I post up this week. These are the ones that I got. This is the one I need to test. I don't need to test this one because I know it works. It just needs a new battery. I just need to get the I would like to make a video of it, like a time lapse. That'd be really nice. And yeah, I think that's it for the video. This is almost a podcast. Jeez Louise. But yeah. Whoa. And also, if you're a man, or if you have a man, or you just want to smell like a man, get this cologne. If I could sell this cologne, I would. This cologne smells really, really nice. And a friend of mine actually put me onto this. He told me it's one thing to be ugly, but it's another thing to be ugly and smell bad. I don't know if he was calling me ugly, but he has like a huge collection of colognes, and this is the one I like the most, so I keep on buying this one. If they make this in a candle form, I would definitely buy it. If it was cheap enough, not like if it was like $100 candle. But yeah, no, that smells really nice. I'm gonna probably look up some Mont Blanc watches. But yeah. Also, if you're wondering, this is a Benchmade. Probably needs to be cleaned. I really like this knife. And I don't know why I'm showing you guys my knives, but these are my two knives that I like. I actually have another. This is a Spyderco. I have another one somewhere I can't find, but like for gifts, I like giving these out. I like buying these. Not this one. There's like a smaller one of this one. But hopefully, maybe in the future, I'll be giving out watches. Because I'm going to be the watch guy. Watches and vintage jeans. So, my friends, if you see this, you know what you're getting for birthdays and Christmas. Vintage jeans and vintage watches. Most likely a Swatch. So anyways, I'm gonna sign out. This video's been way too long. And yeah, peace out. I'm sorry. Give me some pointers. Maybe, you know, yell at me. Tell me what I did wrong. Tell me what I did right. Tell me what I can improve to make these videos more entertaining. And yeah, so now I'm going to say goodbye. So, goodbye.